Welcome to another HSB Academy tutorial session. My name is Alex, and today I will be taking you through some new features that were added with the recent release of hsbDesign 27 for Revit. hsbDesign is now going to support the creation of assembly shop drawings. You'll be able to easily place Revit assemblies within the item containers, which will then be displayed in shop drawings, as well as a full support for exports, which will enhance documentation. Let's start by adding a Revit assembly to a shop drawing that we've already created for this wall. So I've got my wall shop drawing right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and create a Revit assembly out of this door framing. Let's go ahead and select the components surrounding my door opening and create an assembly out of this. I'm going to call this door 1. Hit OK. Now that I've added this down here in my assemblies, I've got my door 1. And if we jump into the shop drawing that was already created, we'll notice through the help of filters that you can visualize an assembly that is created. What I'd like to do next is add a new assembly and then create an individual shop drawing for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my stick frame ribbon and I'm going to add a point load tool. This is fine. Nothing too fancy. We're just going to add a point load right here and hit generate. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this point load. I'm going to create an assembly out of it. And there we go. We're going to do create assembly and I'll call this point load 1. Now with this other assembly created, under the HSB Output tab, you'll now notice something called Create for Assembly Instance. So I'm going to select this. It won't be as fancy as the other shop drawing, just something out of the box, but to be able to show you guys how it works, I'm going to go ahead and select my assembly, hit finish. And now we're going to have a sheet created specifically for this point load assembly. So if I go down to my assemblies here, you'll see the PL1. You can actually open that up and the sheet will be created right here. So I can double click. You've got yourself a individual shop drawing just for this point load. You've got your Revit schedule here as well. Notify how many beams you're using, how many studs are in here. And as I mentioned before, you'll be able to export these assemblies as well through our exporter tool. I hope you enjoyed this little video about the new assembly feature that we've added. I'll see you all in another video showcasing some of the new features of hsbDesign 27.